From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing 275 pounds, the American hero,
True Man Shoe Baby. What is going on, Comic Core Daily? I'm Drew Manchu. That was the voice of the late, great Howard Finkel, spliced with my own. And I just got to say, I hate how this daily show in this time has become the memoriam show. But we lost the voice of a generation. Anybody who woke up on Saturday mornings, ate their cereal, watched their cartoons, and then tuned in for grown men in their underpants rolling around together pretending to fight, you're going to be missing Howard Finkel just as much as I'll be missing Howard Finkel. Gone too soon, for sure. Rest in peace, Howard Finkel. Just a moment of silence for Howard. Thank you for bearing with me through that. We're going to go ahead and move on to happier topics, happier times. Let's check in with the chat. We had some tailgaters in the chat. Keith Reiser was over on Facebook. Keith, one of my good friends, IRL. Thanks for checking out the video. Comic Man Andy was in here early for the Longbox lunch break, as well as aggressively relaxing afternoon. I am relaxing as aggressively as I possibly can today. I'm actually not. It's been a hectic morning trying to put things together. Ran up to the last minute and was working on some other stuff and realized I didn't have any of my bumpers loaded into the show. Oh, man, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do the best I can. Jaden Reindl, good to see you in here. Scott Evans is in the chat. I got 11 watching right now. Comics Misexplained is here. A mainstay. Chris Barrett. You soy arrived. This is the worst English and the worst Spanish that I've ever encountered in the same comment. You get a no prize. Captain Comics. Howdy, everyone. Howdy, Captain Comics. Phil Ailing is here, as well as our friend Backseat Driver. Oh, man, the chat just jumped on me. He said, hey, Disco. That means Disco is in the chat. What's going on, Discovery Bay? I know I didn't pop into your chat today, and that's because I was having all sorts of issues getting my shit together. No Good Comics is in the chat. Good to see you there. Gomer's here as well. What's going on, Gomer? Guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the news that I got for you guys. And everybody's shouting out Discovery Bay. Shout out Discovery Bay. We're going to go ahead and get into the news that I got for you guys with the segment we like to call Nerd News. Yes, we have a director for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and it's none other than Sam Raimi. We are welcoming Sam Raimi back to the Marvel Universe. He gave us the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, and it's had its ups and its downs. I still think that Spider-Man 2 is one of the better comic book movies I've ever seen in my life. But Sam Raimi is coming back to direct the Multiverse of Madness. This is exciting for a number of reasons. Sam is great with practical effects. But the thing is, guys, we haven't really heard or seen from Sam Raimi on the big screen in quite a while. I mean, just to run down a little bit of what Sam Raimi is known for, he did The Evil Dead. He did Evil Dead 2. Great movies. He did Darkman. He did Army of Darkness. The Quick and the Dead. Great Western. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and the bloated, universally panned dumpster fire that is Spider-Man 3. Now, he hasn't really been seen since. He did that Drag You to Hell movie, which was really good. but more of like an Evil Dead style B horror movie with great effects and great gags, great kills. Awesome, awesome movie to watch, but not exactly the big mainstream picture. Now we're going to get Sam Raimi's vision of Doctor Strange and also Sam Raimi's vision of the multiverse. This is an important movie, I think, in the MCU. They're tying in all of the Disney Plus series to the Multiverse of Madness. And I think that this is going to set a lot of things up moving forward into the next phase. So this will be the next big earth-shattering Marvel movie, I think. Eternals will be fun. Black Widow is going to be great. But I think this is the one that's going to open up the next phase and let everybody know what they're in store for. Now, a little bit of an aside to this Sam Raimi story, where you get Sam, you also get Bruce Campbell. And he has been talking about how he wants to portray a villain in the MCU. He wants to get on this Multiverse of Madness train, and you know he's going to have a cameo at some point. Do you think they're going to give him a bigger role? Would you think maybe Mephisto? Look at that red suit, man. He could pull off a Mephisto. That would probably be pretty darn cool. With that, gang, we're going to roll right into our next segment before the commercial break, because I want to know your answer to the question of the day. Which villain would you cast Bruce Campbell as in the MCU? Which villain? I think Mephisto is definitely the way to go, but there might be some other options out there that I haven't thought of. I want you guys in the chat to let me know what you thought about when you heard that Bruce Campbell wanted to be a villain in the MCU and that Sam Raimi was confirmed as the director of the Multiverse of Madness. Let's check in with the chat and see where we're at here. No Good Comics throwing it up for Bruce. Comics Misexplained thinks that Mephisto is a great pick. Dario Auger is also a good pick, but I think that's what we're going to be getting from what's his name, the Batman guy, Christian Bale. I think he's going to be Dario Auger. I think we already had Mephisto in the Ghost Rider movie. Yeah, but that doesn't count. That doesn't count. He would probably be a great chameleon as well, Chris Barrett. Chameleon would definitely be a character where I could see Bruce Campbell fitting in. I think he could do just about anything. I think we've gotten Nathan Fillion talked about as Wonder Man here and there. But I think that Bruce Campbell could play a multiversal washed up version of Simon. That would kind of probably be funny and a way to get people off of the Wonder Man train. Backseat Driver thinks that Christian Bale would be more of a cosmic level villain, but we'll see. I think that Bruce has the opportunity to bring maybe somebody that you don't expect to life and just be a quick cameo, and that might be the best way to go about it. Dario seems like he's more apt to be a long-term like background villain. I think that would probably be a cool deal for Auger. And everybody's saying that they like Bale for Auger. All right, gang. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about Bruce Campbell in the MCU. What villain should he play? Answering the question of the day just gets you a chance at free comics, gang. It's not hard to do. It's absolutely easy. Now we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. You guys know we do that here. I paid myself good money to air these commercials, and I hope that you guys enjoy them. We'll be right back. Hey, Comic Core viewers. Do you want a free mystery box of comics? Well, that's good because we're having a giveaway. It's super easy to enter. Just leave a comment on any Comic Court Daily video answering the question of the day. Want extra entries? Well, you can vote in the Modern Men poll each week and leave a comment explaining your choice. This giveaway is open only to U.S. residents 18 and up, and you must be subscribed to the Comic Court. We'll compile all the entries and spin the wheel on the Friday, April 24th episode of Comic Court Roundtable, and you must be in the chat to win. Printed rules and instructions will be found in the description of this video. Good luck and happy commenting. MainFrameComicCon, April 25th and 26th, an absolutely free 2-day online interactive con experience that you can enjoy right from the comfort and safety of your own home. Celebrity guest interviews, comic industry professionals, cosplay contests, and so much more. Check out the website at MainFrameComicCon.com and be sure to follow us on Instagram at MainFrameComicCon for our ever-growing list of guests and emerging schedule of events. That's April 25th and 26th, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days, absolutely free. MainFrameComicCon. We're bringing the convention to you.
This is Andy.
Excitement's building.
This is Thursday.
I'm nervous. Breathe with me, guys.
And this is Andy on Thursday. That's right, we gave Andy his own show.
No way. No way.
Yes way, Andy.
Holy sheet.
Holy sheet indeed. Andy Given Thursday. Live every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on the Comic Core.
You've been waiting for it. They promised it. And now it's here! Modern Men presents The Dark Knight Returns. Only on the Comic Core. Yes, folks, Modern Men will be doing The Dark Knight Returns this Monday night. It's 420, folks. Let's get crazy and have a good time. I'm not telling you to do drugs, but if you do drugs, you'll probably enjoy our show way more. Just a thought. Just a thought. Also, Andy Given Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Today's Thursday. Yeah. Tonight, Andy's going to be live on the Core, 10 o'clock. He's going to be talking about buying and selling comics in this economic climate today. It's going to be cool. He's got a whole lot of guests going to be on that panel. So be sure to check out Andy and Mainframe Comic-Con. Stay tuned for more guests that are going to be announced very, very shortly. Schedule should be done this weekend, gang. So stay tuned for more from Mainframe Comic-Con. After the commercial break, I still got 13 watching. What the hell are you people doing? Like, isn't there anything better on right now? I mean, a couple thumbs up. But we'll see how this thing goes. We're going to roll into our next segment. It's Thursday, which is Thor's Day. If you guys peeped the title of this video, you'll know that I'm counting down my top 5 Thor comics, and this is of all time. Number 5, Journey into Mystery, number 83. Oh man, that's a top 5 list, and he starts with the Silver Age first appearance. That's his number 5. How does it get better from here? Well, I'll tell you why, gang, because Thor has been a complicated character over the years. I think that many, many great stories have been told using the lens of the Thor comic. Journey into Mystery 83 is obviously where it started, but I think that there's been peaks and valleys throughout the entire run of this character. I just couldn't do a top 5 list without including the first appearance. If I had the opportunity and the bankroll to make this book happen in my personal collection, I definitely would. The story I've read in reprint, and it's not that great, in my opinion. It just doesn't super grab my attention. But it's Thor, man. And it gets better from there. This is an idea that has legs and eventually becomes one of my favorite characters. And it's cool to see where it started, man. If you have the opportunity to buy this book in a reprint, it's worth giving it a read. It's been collected a couple different ways, so it's easy to find. You can get it digitally. It's going to be on that Marvel Unlimited app. But if you get the chance to hold this Grail in your hand, give it a flip through, I think it'll be a transformative experience for you. I'm looking forward to getting this in my collection before I die at some point. I don't know if that's even possible. Here's one that I do have in my collection. That's number 2. Number 2 is Thor #1 by Aaron and Dauterman. This is the first time we see Jane Foster holding that hammer and becoming Thor, beyond the what if issue that we talked about just a couple days ago. I love the Jane Foster Thor character. I thought this was a great story, a fantastic character design, and a really inventive way of examining Thor as an unworthy entity. He can't lift his own hammer. So this led into Unworthy Thor. This had some really great stuff. All of it came together throughout Jason Aaron's total run. He worked on it for like 10 freaking years on Thor. And this was a key piece. I really love this issue. I have a couple copies of it. Something that I'm going to collect. If I see it and it's at a reasonable price, I'm going to be picking this one up, gang, because she might not be Thor anymore. It might have been a temporary thing, but I really dig this character design, and I don't think this image is going away anytime soon in the history of Marvel Comics. Just a thought. You know what another great first appearance in Thor was? This is this guy, Beta Ray Bill, in our number 3 book, Thor, the Mighty Thor. 337. Beta Ray Bill here on the cover. This is a great character, a great story. Man, this is a really fun deal here with Beta Ray Bill. We're getting a lot of rumors about him showing up in the MCU soon. And everybody's clamoring for this first appearance in a high grade. There are a million of these things printed. It's about finding it in a high grade, which is the hard thing to do. But it's a great story as well. So if you can only get it digitally and enjoy it that way, I would definitely suggest it. Beta Ray Bill is a fantastic character, and everybody deserves to know more about him, especially before he appears in the MCU. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, getting some dry mouth here. Just running my yapper, but we're going to talk about number 2. And number 2 is the Mighty Thor 126. I know this isn't the first appearance of Hercules, but it's an early appearance of Hercules. And man, do I love this cover. This cover was ripped off in the second appearance of Beta Ray Bill as well. This is a fantastic book here. Hercules is one of my favorite characters in the I'm sorry, not the MCU, the Marvel Universe. And I think he's going to be showing up in the MCU before long. I think he's just a fantastic character. He's got all kinds of humor that he brings to the book. And the comic relief that he provides is just stellar. Most of my favorite Thor issues throughout its run involve Hercules in one form or another. And this is kind of my favorite book here. I'm currently hunting this. This is on my want list for 2020. I really, really would like to find this book in a decent grade, a raw copy. So anybody out there knows where I can get me one, hits me up. And we're going to go on to our number 1 Thor book. And that isn't even a Thor book. It's the Silver Surfer number 4. This is my number 1 Thor book. Look at that cover art. The story inside is great as well. You get the Silver Surfer meeting Thor. It's just a phenomenal story. The artwork is classic. This book is hot on the market as well. Man, it's just one of my favorite images of Thor. And I love the Silver Surfer, and I love me some Thor, and them mixing together. It's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. 2 great things that look great together. Let's see what the chat had to say. Comics Misexplained says Throg better be number 1. It's not. It's not. It's the Silver Surfer number 4. Chris Bear said last time he checks, Thor isn't made by the man. Thor is made by the hammer. Depends on which story you're reading. Solid pick, says John's Comics for Kids. Thanks, John. Mr. Ed in Space. That is a good way of looking at it. I'll take that. What a classic cover. Great number one. No good. Not only do you know good comics, you know good YouTube content. That's why you're watching this show. Thank you very much. We appreciate you showing up. Silver Surfer 4 is a reprint. No, it's not. Come on. Nah. I have a reprint. Great number one pick. I like that. Gray Man, what's going over there in Europe land, my friend? Good to see you. Gore Vidal, friend of the show. Thank you for checking in. Walt Simonson made the idea of Beta Ray credible. It was an exciting pickup. Thor monthly at the time and remains the standard. Aaron has come close. Kate's is learning. I love Simonson's Thor, but I prefer Aaron's run because of Simonson's run. It makes Aaron's run possible because Aaron folds in a lot of what Simonson did along the way. And I just like the homage to the continuity. But I think it just builds. So without Simonson's foundation, Aaron's run wouldn't be as good as it is. So I think that Simonson's run is probably more important. But as far as a month-to-month read, I preferred Aaron's run. Just saying. Jaden Rindell says, I like your show. Chris Barrett says, where's JD? Parts unknown. JD is hailing from parts unknown these days. Well, I got an agreement from Gore Vidal. I'll take that. That is, those don't come lightly, my friends. Those don't come lightly. And I'm going to end this segment with the bumper that I was supposed to end the news segment with, which is this new bumper I put together.
And that's the way the news goes.
That's the way the news goes, gang. We've got one last segment that we're going to get into as soon as I get this stupid overlay off of here. I'm really falling apart here, gang. One last segment, and that is our Instagram segment. Let's check out some cool stuff that I found on Instagram. This is an Instagram post that I saw from Derek Lothman. Derek Lothman is known for the comic book. Oh, geez. I should have wrote this down. It's going to escape me. It's a Boom Studios title. Somebody in the chat help me out with Derek Lothman and what he's known for. But he had this challenge, give me 6 characters to make fan art of. And he did these characters in his style. And I thought it was really, really cool. We'll take a closer look at each of them. This is Tingle in his style, which is pretty dope. There we go. Oh, man. Dipper. That's his name. Dipper. From Gravity Falls. Great show. I don't know why that almost escaped my consciousness there. Geralt from The Witcher, which is a show that I could not get into, but I dig his take. Kind of Disney-fied. Naruto. Couldn't care less about the Naruto, but this is a cool image. I dig it. And the only thing I know about Dwight Schrute is his meme ability. I don't watch The Office. Don't try to make me. We talked about this on the Krasinski episode. But I don't watch no Office. This is pretty cool. I dig it. I like it. And I can see the resemblance and the character that is showed through here in this design. And then your favorite queen of an insectoid race, the Smurfs, Smurfette. She gets around. Only one Smurf to Smurf in the whole Smurfing colony. I don't know. I think she's getting Smurfed on the regular, gang. And that right there was my Instagram segment of the day. I want to let you guys know there's a lot of stuff going on out in the community there. You can check me out on White Whale Comics channel. The replay should be coming up of the book club we did last night. And that was on Descender, Volume 1. You guys should definitely check out Descender. I think it's must read. Also, this Sunday, check out the S&B Network. You can find Boogie Bentley and his crew over there. They're going to be interviewing Kelly Thompson, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. That's going to be a really cool piece of content. I can't wait to be in the chat for that one. I'm a member over there, so I'll be throwing up emojis. You can do that for only $1 a month. JB was talking about doing that as well. I think it's a great idea. I think the more people that we have with specialized emojis, the better. I think it's a great gimmick. I dig it, man. Absolutely dig it. Gomer coming through. Ruin World. Ruin World is the comic. Loftman's Instagram is in the description below. Definitely check it out. Thank you for coming through, Gomer. Gomer will be on that stream with Kelly Thompson. He's going to ask great questions, even though he doesn't know how to plug his own podcast. But we're going to help him out with that. Just a couple notes about what's going on tomorrow, gang. If you don't like pro wrestling, don't show up, because I'm going to talk pro wrestling for probably about a half hour. It's going to be an all pro wrestling show on Friday, Friday night fight, Friday day fight, Friday afternoon kerfuffle in a parking lot. But we're going to be talking about wrestling all day tomorrow. Lots of cool things going on in the world of wrestling. Lots of not so cool things going on as well. People losing their job. And we'll probably talk about Finkel just a little bit more, considering I just got the news about Finkel right before I went live today. Just kind of why I tried to weave it in there. Can't not say anything about the Fink. So John's Comics says wrestling, hard pass. Well, you know what? Maybe you'll learn something, John. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe the teacher can become the student. I don't know, man. Phil Alien loves Roddy Piper. Who doesn't? I love Piper, man. Piper's great. Not my fave, though. We'll talk about my top 5 favorite wrestlers tomorrow. And we're going to have a good time doing that. We got a lot of wrestling news to cover. We all know that's how the news goes. I'm just saying, guys, if you don't want to watch a show about wrestling, I apologize. Yes, Gray Man wasn't here, I guess, earlier, and I'll throw this back up. Rest in peace, Howard Finkel. We lost Howard Finkel today. He was 69 years old. Rest in peace. Gone too soon. Back to the comments here. Anyone who doesn't have Macho Man at number 1 is a crazy fool. Stop by tomorrow and see how crazy a fool I am, I tell you. Stop in tomorrow. You know, guys, a lot of people say, oh, K-Dog, I got to shout this out. K-Dog's Bowdy Rowdy. He's going to be here tomorrow. The new Intercontinental Champion. I think I got a whole long ass MP3 of Howard Finkel recording everything, all of his recorded lines from SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. So I think I'm going to do some stuff with that. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of bumpers I can put together with that kind of nonsense and what kind of segments we can throw together, gang. But I tell you what, this show has it. That's right. This show is going to go the distance, gang. You know why? Because we have it.
If you have it, you don't need it. If you need it, you don't have it. You need it to get it. And you certainly need it to get more of it. But if you don't already have any of it to begin with, you can't get any of it to get started, which means you really have no idea how to get it in the first place, do you?
That's true. Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you so much for stopping by today, guys, and come back tomorrow. We're going to talk wrestling. We're going to talk dudes in man panties rubbing up on each other and pretending to beat each other up. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I don't understand why you wouldn't come back for that. I mean, what are you, homophobic? Hey, gang, make sure you hit that subscription button there. Give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Always going live. And check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching.